Hi, I'm Rebecca Dye, and I just want y'all to get a close-up of my assignment. First of all, there's my books, my activities, there's my webbed graphic, and then over here you have all of the teaks. And then as I pan out, I'll set this down. Okay, this is my book display for the Declaration of Independence. One main reason I chose it is because 4th of July is coming up, and that was one of the first things on my mind. So I have all the books that I use set out here. I have got 9 of them. I have the ones that are my favorites sitting up. So I have Unite or Die. I have a biography of John Hancock. There are several books titled The Declaration of Independence. I have Give Me Liberty. I have one about all 56 signers of the Declaration. Caesar Rooney's Ride, who was a patriot that led up in the American Revolution, and some events led to the signing. And then there are 2 more, The Journey to the One Only Declaration of Independence. I covered a variety of teaks. I have it up here. There are several social studies ones I went through, and I mean, the Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4, 1776, so that will describe how we celebrate Independence Day, which was Knowledge and Skill 1A, and then there's another one that talks about historical people, which was 4A, and so I have books that talk about the signers, John Hancock, and so on and so forth. And also I have a variety of different sources. I mean, some are, straight history, some, kind of put history in their own words and or interpreted by the illustrations. And then go down to language arts teaks, and I did the reading skills and writing skills, because the activities, the majority of them are writing. I thought that was a way to let them show that they understand the social studies aspect of the Declaration by writing certain things about it. And then my web graphic here contains everything. It starts out with the Declaration, has the teaks down here, and my activities, and then my books are summarized right there. My activities, this is for 2nd grade, I'm sure it could, fluctuate a little bit. But one activity I have, and they could pair up to do this if the class is large enough, is that they could pair up or do it individually. Write an article that might have appeared in a newspaper on July 4th, 1776, talking about the signing of the Declaration of Independence, or a mock interview with one of the signers, or something like that. And you could even have display newspapers, of special events that have happened in history, if you could find those, and they could see, kind of the writing style, or they could draw a cartoon, either joking about the signing, or one of these books talks about the cartoons that Benjamin Franklin drew. The Unite or Die is one of the ones that's based on it, because his snake picture that was Join or Die. So they could do either one of those. And a second activity I have is, after they read a selection of these books, probably 3 or 4 would probably be best. Some of them aren't very long. Is that they can make a timeline. I know that timelines in school are really big. So then they could just put about 5 or 6 things that led up to it. They could have July 4th, 1776 be the very last day, and talk about the battles, Lexington and Concord, other things that led up to the eventual independence of what would become the United States of America. And thirdly, they could go through a book such as this one about the signers, or they could just pick the easy ones like John Hancock, and write the name on the side of their paper, and then use those letters for an acrostic poem. And they could choose adjectives or nouns, of, the feelings people might have had, or, any words that are in the Declaration of Independence, like, independence, special words they think. There's one of these that breaks down, I believe it's this one, that breaks down the Declaration of Independence, little segment by segment. And I mean, they could get some good words out of there. And I mean, and if need be, they can use a dictionary, use their dictionary skills, and look up a word if they're unsure about it. Republic, anything like that. But overall, I think even if you're doing this during the school year, not around July 4th, I think it's very important that kids today know what all our forefathers had to go through for us to have the freedom and the independence that we have today. I hope you've enjoyed my display, and I know I really enjoyed putting this together and learning new things myself. So I hope you enjoyed this very much. Thank you.